Alright, so I'm just gonna put it real, and today's been a tough day for me, honestly. Very emotional day that, I've cried more tears today than I have in probably the last 3 months. And just good tears of trying to overcome problems that I've had in my past and overcoming, traumas and stuff like that. But I had some really good conversations with some people that needed to happen, honestly. And it's done a lot of help with me today. I mean, it hasn't completely fixed everything, but it's been a lot of help. But as far as what I've done today, how I've been productive, I mean, the moment I got up, I, I actually was checking my TikTok, seeing how it was going, and whatnot, and looking over some things I was modifying with my YouTube channel and whatnot. And then I got on a phone call with my mom and had a really good, heartfelt conversation with her, and it lasted about an hour and 20 minutes. And it was a good talk that I had with her, and it meant a lot. And I think we addressed some issues and some things that just needed to be talked about on a deeper level. And I was proud to have that opportunity to speak with my mom that way. And she currently doesn't live in the same state, and so I don't see her all that often. And when she is in here, I'm busy doing, surviving. So it's hard to get to have that time to actually see her and stuff. But I'm grateful for having the opportunity to at least be able to talk with her and stuff. So I did want to touch the base on that and let her know, because I know she's going to be watching this. Thank you, and it meant a lot. And I'm going to try and do my best not to cry and shit and get all teary on you and not be able to talk and shit, but it's going to come out eventually. But other than that, after that conversation, I got picked up uh, with a worker that I've been just barely introduced to, that's going to be helping me out with getting housing, getting set on my feet. I mean, I spent the entire day with him. His name's Pedro. He's been the most cool, down to earth person that I've met in a long time, and he reminds me a lot of my real good friend that I had several years ago that uh, I was really close with. But uh, he ended up finding himself a family and finding a role to be dad, and he got out of the drugs and made a good turn for his life, and I can't be more proud and happy for him. And I mean, since then he actually kind of cut me out because I wasn't clean at that time, and I haven't really talked to him since. And I respect him because it's hard to talk to a user when you're clean and not have that temptation to want to use again. And me and him have spent so much time together, just being cool, having fun, and just being ourselves. When I had my Toyota Tacoma, and we jam out with the tunes and go off-roading and just do all the fun stuff that were just enjoyable. It's nice, and just be able to talk with him. But ever since he's found his part, I mean, I can't be happy for it or happier for him, but I do miss him as a friend and being able to talk to him. And it's purely my fault because I wasn't clean, and so he had to make that cut, and I understand that and I respect that. So, I mean, I do the same for anyone else that's ever trying to get clean. Anyone that's trying to get clean and they're doing it for themselves and doing it for the right reasons, and I'll 100% back you up and be there for you. And if I'm not clean at that time, I won't come around or nothing like that. I respect the the people trying to recover and do better for themselves. And I mean, I honestly can admit that I wasn't always trying to be better, and there was just times where I just didn't care and kind of just threw it all into the wind and let the drugs do what they were doing and drown it out and numb it out to where you don't think about it, feel it, and it doesn't affect you at that time. But one of the really hard things about getting sober and recovery is when you're coming down off of them and you're starting to uh, get back in the right mind. Everything that you pushed off, all those emotions that you tucked away and didn't want to feel, that you hid and drowned out, they all come back tenfold all at the same time, hitting you so much harder and making it that much harder to stay clean, honestly, because it's overwhelming at times. And there's a lot of stuff that I have in my past that I've tried to drown out and that I still have not completely accepted and dealt with. That is far overdue, but it's the road to recovery and trying to do the best I can, and it's hard sometimes, really hard. And that's just the mental state of coming down and realizing and being in line with everyone else and not being up on cloud nine. But with that being said, I did get a lot done today. I was able to go and visit Community Action, which is a place that they give shelter to temporarily for people in need of it. I had to run and talk to the transient bishop at the DI and or Goodwill, to some may know, and get approval through him and back and forth all over town. I mean, if it wasn't for Pedro and being able to drive me around and take me to those places, I mean, I'm really grateful for that. But I would have put a lot of miles on my Lamborghinis, and then my shoes are not already doing good enough. They're right there at the wit's end. So I am definitely grateful that he was able to provide that service and help me out when I really needed it. So shout out to you, man. You helped me out a lot on levels you don't even know. And thanks for supporting me and believing into me. And it's hard. It's hard to find that, and I know you understand exactly what I'm going through because you've gone through the same thing too. So, and I think that's one really big important part of being able to talk with people is that they can relate and understand exactly what it is that you're going through. But anyways, all said and done after all today, and I meant to take some videos. I was so overwhelmed with everything that we're doing, busy from here to there, and I'm still trying to get in the habit of record and show what I'm doing all day. But at the same time, I wanted to be able to actually sit and focus and get the words out that I wanted to get out, and not just stumble over them and say really what comes to heart and focus on it. And sometimes I just need to sit and focus and be alone for a minute and get my thoughts straight so that I'm able to do that. And so I apologize it's so late in the day, but as I am trying to keep my promise, and I'm going to keep my promise that I'm going to post every single day about my progress, and I'll try and do better about getting it throughout the day, smaller segments of here and there, and do better about that. But I'm still going to hold my word of letting you know what's happened today. I was able to get some assistance and a place to stay for the weekend um, until Monday comes. When Monday comes, it's going to be even more busy because I got to get my assessment done, and hopefully I'm going to go for some sober living and get a spot in there, get my feet underneath me, and be around other sober people that will help and support me, and get my life back on track. So, I mean, that's my goal and what I'm striving to do, and it's hard. It really is hard. I'm not gonna lie. I've had temptations, and it's it's close, but I'm holding on, and then I'm putting my all into this, and I'm giving my all and hoping for the best. I know as long as I put my all into it, it will come out. So, anyways, thanks for all the support for everyone that does watch this, and uh, you know, I'm still new at this and still a little bit camera shy, so I'm not used to talking to my phone straight on and being like this. But someone, one thing I really noticed today and I'm grateful for is you. Everyone needs at least someone that they can come to and talk to freely and openly, and not be scared or fear being judged or treated differently because of what you're trying to express or come through with, or battle if it's a problem or anything like that. Everyone needs at least one person that they can go to and talk to. And I think that's one thing that I've really struggled with a lot lately, and for the past couple of years, is it's I've bottled up so much, and not necessarily because I wanted to, but some of the issues of I don't really have someone I can fully open up to, and this is no offense to like my family and stuff like that. I mean, I do my best to try and talk to them and be open with them the best I can, and sometimes I'm not always open or in that mood or just in that mindset. So I apologize about that, and I'm gonna be very stubborn, but I don't know what to say. I'm working on it just as much as you guys are on trying to work with me. So be patient. I'm trying to work through it step by step. There's a lot going on that I am dealing with, but just be in the know that I'm looking for the better, and I'm looking to be better than I was the day before. So, and then as long as I'm doing that, I mean, what else can you more ask for? So, as long as you're bettering every single day than you were before, I see that as progress. So, um, I know I haven't really said much about what my future goals are and plans are, so I'll briefly touch on that. But um, I've been looking at getting sober living. I think I've got a place secured for that. I just wasn't able to get into my assessment, and they don't do it on Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays, and I didn't make it there on time with Thursday. So Monday comes, I got my assessment to take care of there, and going to sober living is what I'm shooting for, and going for that way. And then I may have a couple of jobs lined up too that I could take opportunity, that I'm just trying to work out the small kinks of how to get there and whatnot, because I don't have a license, and so that makes things a little bit more difficult, definitely. Um, but yeah, I got a couple things in the work that I'm going for and rooting for and hoping for the best, but yeah, trying to think of anything else that I can touch base with on today. right now, currently, I'm just sitting on the curb. I was gonna have a friend give me some food that I'll be able to cook in the microwave at the place I'm gonna be staying at, and but I think she ended up falling asleep, so I'm not sure. But I also have a Pedro. He's be coming through and getting me some hygiene stuff that I can use to shower with and just clean myself up a little bit. One thing I'm really dying for is a stinking shaver, though, and the only one I have is inside the motorhome, which is currently in compound, which I can't get into because I'm waiting to have the papers go through for the title, because wasn't even in my name, but yet I've had it for like the last 3 years, and papers all filled out. I just never actually got it turned in because one thing or another, it gets put on the back burner and forgot about, and you know, life goes on, and it kind of bites you in the butt when you don't get it done. But yeah, so I got papers going in to get the title sent to me. That's going to take a couple of days. As soon as I get the title, I'll be able to get into impound and be able to get in there and get some of my belongings, if not the whole motorhome myself. They're willing to work with me. They're extremely nice, and I mean, they said they don't even really want it because it will cost them more to get rid of it than to, work something out with me to where I can just take it back and get everything I had on a day-to-day basis back, which would be phenomenal because I don't even have my backpack with me, my journal that I usually write in day to day. A lot of things that I use a lot, I don't have, and I feel naked walking around the town with no backpack or anything on me. Really, it's kind of hard, really hard. And I mean, just the small, simple thing of being able to shave. My beard fucking itches, and I don't like it very much. And that's one thing I really want to do right now, and I can't. But I'm trying to see what I can work out as far as that goes. Anyways, I think I'm just rambling, but I don't know. Day 2 of the CodyChallenge. And if there's anyone else that's seeing this and feeling inspired to do the same thing, flip the life around and show their progress, day to day, kind of like I'm doing, shout out. I'll give a shout out to you, and I'll follow you and follow your story as well, and give you support all along the whole way too, because every little bit counts, and I just want to be there for others just as people are there for me right now too. I might do another video here just a little bit later before I go to bed, but I just wanted to at least cap on what it has happened so far, because a lot has happened. So anyways, that's it. CodyChallenge, day 2, dose. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Peace out.